Good evening. I just want to ask a question directly to my brother Kimar. I want to know what is your take on this so-called map? Because I saw the so-called policy that they're drafted out for the two schools that they're purporting to build without even discussing anything. The roadmap looks like something out of a cartoon book. I don't know if any of y'all saw it. I will challenge you to go on and see this roadmap. Okay? What's your opinion on what they're not doing the CDQs? Because the CDQs are not getting supported properly. There are a lot of things that have been implemented by the current NP of education, which is a failure. But if any of you all remember EduTech, who was the person in charge of EduTech? Is the same person that is in charge of VIF. This is the roadmap that I'm talking about. This year. Okay? So I want to know what's your feeling, what's your take on the CBQs not being really dealt with and handled properly in the way they ought to, because this reform is not really a reform, because people have not been asked questions. The main people that is going to affect, which is the young folk in schools, haven't really been given a forum to actually speak their mind. They select who they want. If you look at this parish speaks thing, which is a bunch of joy. You understand? They select who they want. And when I go on brass tacks, so maybe I challenge them, then you get shut down and go ask them. She comes with this xenophobic kind of thing that we against them and all that. And against them, against how you do policy. And before you implement any kind of policy, you must talk with the people, not to the people, with the people. That's why
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, the CBQs are kind of a new, almost like, they're not that old, you know. When I was at secondary school, I did CXCs, and there was K. After K, you go to community college, I went to Pommery, and from there, university. So, the CBQ, they say, right, it's new, 2016 is fairly new, there's a fairly new offering to the education system. And I have not heard or saw a push to regularize it or give it equivalence to what we traditionally offer. Right? So, what the government did was to pass a Caribbean Community Act to allow the freedom of movement for non-nationals in and out of Barbados. And they put a list of occupations on that to allow you to move freely. So those were persons who may have the traditional education, the CXCs, the K, whatever, but you have the skills, so you can move out the borders of Barbados and gain work much easier. And part of the CBQs, from my understanding, was to allow you to get work easier through the Caribbean, right? So, let's say they focus on the skills, or the skill aspect, but as of recent, I can't even remember hearing the government really speaking to it at all, or period. So, I mean, it's not my area of specialty per se, but I will focus on it some more to pay attention to see where they will go with it, so I don't want to make any pronouncements on the area.